Hi children, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to see the remaining part of that Whittington's chapter, Whittington and his cat. We have learned last class, Whittington and his cat, he got the cat as the gift, and later for the King of Barbary he is giving it as a gift, and in that place the king was troubled with the place, the total that Barbary king was facing the great problem with the rats. So the captain assured that we will find out the solution for the issue. Then what happened we can see. Page number 122, you can see the remaining part. The captain reassured the king, I promise you will be fine and your country will be free of these pests. The captain said that he consoled him that, see, I will find out the solution for the problem. Soon he returned with the cat. As soon as the cat saw the rats, she jumped out of the captain's ham. In a few minutes, half the mice lay dead at her feet. The rest scampered away in terror. What happened now? When the captain took the cat inside the palace, then when the cat saw all the rats wandering here and there, she just jumped from the captain's hand and killed almost all the rats, and remaining what all the rest rats, they escaped. Scampered means they just escaped or run quickly from the place out of danger. So it was the solution. The king was so happy that he ordered the ship to be loaded with all the treasure it would carry. So what was the reward given by the king? He given as much the ship can carry, the ship full of treasure, gold or whatever precious things he given as reward. The captain sailed back to London. He rushed to his master, Mr. Fitzwarren, and said, Sir, I bring you good news for your ship. So the captain reached back in London, where our Whittington is there, and to the master Fitzwarren, the captain informed that I have a good news for you. What is the good news? The ship is full of treasure, and showed him the ship laden with the treasure. Laden means heavily loaded with the treasure. He told him the story of the cat and showed the riches that the king and the queen had sent for Whittington. So he said that all the stories happened in the palace, and these all the treasures given by the king of Barbary to Whittington, especially to Whittington. As soon as the merchant heard this, he called out of his servants, Go send Whittington in and tell him his fame. So in the beginning of the chapter he is daydreaming. Do you remember that? He was dreaming that he is getting treasure from the king and everyone clapping to him. The real situation is happening here. See, he was called by the master and he is saying that he is no longer a poor little boy. You must call him Mr. Whittington from now. So the master is saying that now he is the richest person. So all other servants would call him Mr. Whittington, and he is the richest boy. When he saw the treasure, Whittington was stunned. He was very shocked. He long cherished dream had come true. He begged his master to take a part of it. So he told, as a good behavior, he told that, see, half part of the treasure or almost all the part of the treasure you can take, my master, because that master was the first one gave him the job. That's why maybe he is having treasure now, and Mr. Fitzwarren would have none of it, but the Fitzwarren said, I don't need anything, it is full of yours. Whittington was too kind-hearted to keep it all to himself. He shared the treasure with the captain, the mate, and the rest of Mr. Fitzwarren's servants, even the old ill-natured cook. So there Mr. Whittington said that to the master that even he can take half part of the treasure. I doesn't need this total amount. But Mr. Fitzwarren said that this is up to you. It is your reward. You can take it. Even though what he had done, he shared everything with everyone. Our Whittington shared means he just given a part to his master, all the servants, even a cook, all the maid, he shared the properties, means whatever the treasure he got from the king. So that is it is a story about Mr. Whittington. Richard Whittington thus had his dream come true, isn't it? He was daydreaming about such a situation. The same situation happened. It was the real and it came true. It is a story about Mr. Whittington and his cat. So now I'll share the New words of the portion. This is reassured, consoled, scampered, run quickly, terror, fear, laden, heavily loaded, fame, dignity or popularity, stunned means shocked. Now we'll move to the get going question answers. You can see on page number 123. Everything you have to write it in the notebook. First one, let us find answer from the story. How did Whittington find a job in London? How did he find a job in London? See, from the question onwards you have to start. Whittington found a job in London. See, this is the main point. When he was spotted by Mr. Fitzwarren. Spotted by means he met with Mr. Fitzwarren. Then he got the job. He gave him job. What problem did Whittington face at his workplace? He could not sleep at night because there were many rats in the room. This is the main point. Means what problem did Whittington face at his workplace? Means when he was in the attic, he was in the room, what was the problem he faced? What is the problem? Many rats. He disturbed by many rats in the room and it disturbed him. Who was Whittington's only friend? Who was that? Only? It was his cat. His cat was his only friend. What did Whittington enjoy doing? What he enjoyed? Whittington enjoyed daydreaming. So he was very much interested in daydreaming. Then how did the cat help the sailors? How the cat helped the sailors? While they were in the ship, the cat helped the sailors by killing all the rats. This is the main point, killing all the rats. Why was the king of Barbary helpless? He was helpless. He didn't find out any solution for the issue. The king Barbary was helpless because he could not get rid of the rats in his palace. He could not get rid of means he could not find out a solution for the issue. Why did Mr. Fitzwarren ask all his servants to call Whittington Mr. Whittington? Why did he said that you have to call Whittington as Mr. Whittington? The reason is now he was no longer a poor little boy. Now he is not a poor little boy. Now he is having such a treasure with him, a huge amount of treasure with him. So now he is not Whittington, he is Mr. Whittington. Why was Whittington stunned? Whittington was stunned when he saw the treasure. He was very shocked. Stunned means shocked, means while he saw the treasure, he was very stunned. Then the last part, Whittington would stop his daydreaming and get back to work. He believed that someday things would be different. What do things refer in this sentence? What do the thing refer in this sentence? The situation or condition in which he was living then. So then means the situation or condition he is going to live later after getting the treasure. Why did Mr. Fitzwarren refuse to take a part of the treasure? Why he said that I don't want any part of the treasure? The reason is that he wanted Whittington to have it all as the well-deserved reward for getting rid of the rats. So he was the only one. He gave the rat to the he gave the cat to the captain. So he was the only friend. So he gave the cat to the people, to the king. That's why the treasure should be with him. Write 2 adjectives to describe Whittington. Explain your choice of adjectives. Daydreamer is there. Then kind-hearted is there. It means daydreamer means about expedition with his cat. His dreaming was his expedition with his cat. And kind-hearted means he want to share, right? He shared treasure to all. So all these works you have to write in the notebook. Get going all the question answers. And children, last one more question is there, that is little long one, C part. No need of studying that one. Up to B part only need to write in the notebook and study it. So do it and read the chapter well. In the next session we can see the remaining part. Okay, remaining parts we can see. Okay children, thank you.